Being rich is not required to create value. Believing that what you see will one day be worth something is enough. Believing that a dream carries a price is enough. Money decides almost everything. Money decides where you are born. Money decides what you can study. Money decides who you can become. Money decides how much your time is worth. Money decides how much your life is worth. Yet sometimes someone appears who does not follow money. Not because they are blind, but because their eyes discovered something before wealth. Marc Chagall was one of them. Money shapes almost everything. Money shapes where you are born, what you can study, who you can become. Money shapes whether your life becomes an uphill climb or a fall. Yet sometimes someone grows up without seeing money at all. Not because they lack sight, but because their vision reaches somewhere else. Marc Chagall was one of them. He grew up in a world where money was so scarce that speaking about wealth made no sense. A village where richness was not a goal but a mirage. A place where poverty was not an idea. Poverty was a room, a smell, a silence following every gesture. His house was small, his family was large, his life was simple. Yet right there, in the most fragile corner of existence, Chagall saw colors no one else could see. Colors not yet born. Colors no one could buy. The child who looked at the sky of Vitebsk did not see clouds. The child saw figures flying, animals speaking, houses lifting from the ground as if they carried a soul. The child saw what others could not see because others watched reality, while he watched the value hidden inside reality. One day he entered a small shop, no money in his pockets, nothing to offer, yet a box of colors caught his eyes, real colors, colors that looked alive. The shopkeeper understood he could not pay, but allowed him to touch those pigments. That moment revealed a truth: the world is not only what appears, the world is what imagination can build. That box of colors became his first investment, an investment without money, an investment made of desire. From that day on, his search for color never stopped. He grew up, studied, left. Paris became his destination, a city where money rules everything, where art becomes market, where value becomes signature. He arrived with nothing, no money, no contacts, no protection. Only one treasure, an entire world living inside his mind. Paris looked at him like an outsider, too strange, too poetic, too different. Chagall did not seek approval. Chagall sought existence. Chagall wanted to paint what others feared to paint, the invisible side of life. In a Parisian atelier, artists discussed perspective, geometry, technique, market. Chagall stayed silent, picked up a sheet of paper, and drew a blue cow flying above a house. Laughter filled the room. They thought it was a joke. They thought he was a child. They thought he understood nothing. That blue cow later became one of the symbols of his art. Chagall did not chase reality. Chagall chased emotional truth. Chagall chased what remains when money fails. Then Bella arrived, a woman who was not only a love but a color, the color entering his paintings like a light that never fades. When Chagall painted, Bella did not paint a person, he painted destiny. He painted the part of life no one can buy. Then war arrived. War entered homes, paintings, memories. War broke everything Chagall tried to protect. His city vanished, his language disappeared. His safety collapsed. He had to flee. He had to leave everything behind. Everything. Except one gift: the ability to see color where others saw darkness. During the escape he kept painting. When everything collapses, a dream becomes the last safe refuge. His art changed. His art became deeper, more painful, more luminous. As if suffering had created a new color, a color unknown before. Then the art market arrived. Money chased Chagall for decades without ever catching him. He never painted to sell, he painted to remember, he painted to protect what the world forgets. For that reason the market started chasing him. In Paris his work had no price. No one understood those flying figures. The art market does not decide value, the art market follows value. While Chagall kept painting his world, someone finally understood that his world was unique. No one had ever transformed memory into color, and no one had ever given a price to a dream. Auctions exploded. Paintings sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, then millions, then records. Every sale carried a voice. His childhood, his escape, Bella, war, hope, everything money cannot buy. The art market made Chagall a giant. Chagall made dreams a form of wealth. Money belongs to reality, a dream belongs to capital. Anyone who can turn a dream into an image has already won. Chagall did not paint life as it was. Chagall painted life as it should have been. Inside that, as it should have been, lives all the value money cannot buy. If these stories resonate with you, leave a comment and share where in the world you are watching from. Thank you.